Africa is the new frontier.
With new innovation,
fly entertainment,
Social voices. What's your view?
we have one.
Join us for real voices
from real women.
with views from Africa. Hello and welcome to Views from Africa. Today we have an amazing show for you. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things, but we're going to start off with the abortion pill. And is there such a thing as an abortion? What is the abortion pill? Do people in Africa even use an abortion pill? I don't know, ladies. Tell me, help me out here.
I think first of all we have to find out what exactly is an abortion pill, because I don't know what it is.
See, in my mind, I feel like the abortion pill is the morning after pill. But I know not everyone agrees with that.
I don't because I feel like if the morning after pill is going to be an abortion pill, then any form of contraception should be an abortion pill.
I mean, there should be a pregnancy before abortion.
Yes.
I think it's just the
Yes,
term.
so-
The term. I'm used to the term morning after pill.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some may call it abortion pill. Ghanaian artist Gemini has made a song called Postino 2. Okay? And
what does that mean?
Postino 2 is the brand of the morning after pill.
Okay.
And most people know of it as that name. So he kind of made a joke about it. But, I think maybe everyone has their own opinion about it. For me, personally, I think, if maybe the time is not right or both people weren't agreeing to it, I don't see anything wrong with it, personally.
Okay, so I think we should separate the morning after pill from the abortion pill, because an abortion pill would mean that you're already pregnant and you want to get rid of it.
Yes.
I didn't even
But
know
the
there was such a
morning
thing.
after, you're
No,
not
never did
pregnant.
I.
You're
Yeah,
trying
there's
to
something
not
like
get
that.
pregnant.
There's something like that.
Yeah.
It's used to
I've never
induce
taken it anyway.
Well,
an abortion.
No.
It's used to
I don't
induce
believe
an
in such
abortion.
things.
It's used to induce an abortion. So I think there is an abortion
Yeah.
pill, but it should
Then
be.
there is
It's
the
not the
morning
same
after.
as the
Yeah.
morning after pill.
This-
So
Right.
if you had to
Different.
take the morning after pill, would you take it?
Sure.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you
But
take?
I
Would
will-
you
I
take
will-
an abortion pill?
No, I won't.
No.
I wouldn't.
If the baby is already formed, then yeah.
I mean, because if you know you're not ready to have a baby, why have unprotected sex in the first place? That's what I think. If you're not ready
Yeah,
to
but
have
remember,
a baby.
no, hold on. But remember, people still get pregnant even on contraception.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway,
Yes.
that's true.
It happens.
Yeah.
So unless you're gonna close up shop, it could happen.
There are valid reasons. Maybe, in a case perhaps a rape.
Yeah.
That's
actually
or
not advised.
Right, or maybe a condom breaks or something like that. I would say the morning after pill. I'm all for it.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's good we preach abstinence and all that, but I think we need to teach people about alternatives too, because most of these young girls wouldn't be pregnant if someone told them about the morning after pill. I mean, I'm not saying go and be having sex, but I mean,
I'm
yeah,
not sure.
if it happens,
I'm not sure
just
because
take care of yourself.
I think they know about these things. It's just some people just can't be bothered.
No, I think it's also because
It's
of how
going to
we
get it as
view
well.
it as Ghanaians. I know lots of people who can't walk into a pharmacy and
Yes.
say, I want to get a condom, I want to get a morning after pill.
Right.
Because there's this whole stigma.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's like your auntie may be serving you. It's like, auntie, please, can I have, I know, right?
Well,
So yeah, it's
that
true,
kind of
so-
takes us to our next topic, where we're talking about maybe division of education or levels of class, if you want to call it. The division we have in this country, in Africa, between the rich, the poor. Do we even have a middle class? When we're talking about, you see such a stark difference. People who are living in certain areas with these huge mansions and they're living life with these cars, and then just down the road or across the street,
Yeah.
Airport Hills is one example, and then you see just across the street, totally different way of life. Do we have a middle class?
I think there's a middle class, because I don't think I'm rich, but to be fair, I don't think I'm poor too. So I think there's a middle class. Maybe I think because of the gap, even the middle class looks rich. That's what I think.
Okay.
I
I get you. I think that the divide is obvious. It's there. You see people who like seem extremely wealthy, and then you see people who seem extremely poor. There is a middle class, but they're not really acknowledged.
Yeah.
Those middle class people, like myself, we're called bugger. Stop calling me bugger. I am not a bugger. I don't have money. Before I spend, I have to think.
I feel
If I buy this, I've got no more money.
I feel like we have more middle class people than any
But
other.
we're not acknowledged. We're not acknowledged.
I think we do because the middle class are the people we always like. You have enough, but you don't have access to a lot of luxury. That's our middle class.
Yeah, but we're not acknowledged though.
They may not be acknowledged, I think.
They are. I think they are.
You don't have the struggle that I have. Then.
I think
even the middle class is considered rich. Because I have people who look at me and be like, "Oh, you're so rich." I'm like, "Really?" Like,
okay, I think there are
only
levels
money
to it.
I have
Even in the middle class, there are
cities.
levels to it.
there are levels. But
So
also,
it still doesn't mean they are not middle class.
no,
I think it's there.
They
And
are, but they are not acknowledged.
They're not acknowledged,
as
and maybe
middle
the
class
perception
because we're
too.
seen as rich.
Okay,
too.
I think they've been divided into either you are rich or you are poor.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how it
That's
is.
the-
You're
okay.
either rich or you're
it's
poor.
one or
But it
the
doesn't
other.
mean there's no middle class. There is.
There is. We
Oh,
just,
yeah, there
we just
definitely is.
don't. We
I think
just
there
don't.
definitely is. But it's
But the
also...
gap is just too wide. That's the thing.
It is.
And as she said, sometimes it's in the same area. It's not
yeah.
as if maybe another area.
Yeah.
A lot
In
of
the
times
same
it's the same area.
area.
It's across the
You
street.
have like a
I know.
super rich person, and then you have. I mean,
Yeah.
even in
It's
the
not
even
not
in the
uncommon to
same
see that.
church.
It's not uncommon to see
wild.
that
I
in
know.
most of the luxurious areas in
But it's in
Accra. Like you go
Africa,
to
it's
East
not
Legon.
everywhere. It's in Africa. It's not everywhere because, like, in the UK where I'm from, they don't. That's not there. You don't see
That's
that.
why I said it's
Rich
not.
people
It's,
live one place. Poor
it's
people
not. It's
or
not
middle
uncommon to
live
see.
somewhere
It's not
else.
uncommon to see that in Ghana.
Yeah.
In Ghana, it's not uncommon. You go to airport residential area. You have
Yeah.
the very rich people, and then at the same time, you see people living in some kiosks like. You know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no washroom, there's nothing
it's
there.
quite
You
sad,
go to East
actually.
Legon, it's the same. You go to most of the very luxurious areas, and you find that over
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
I
I mean,
think
yeah, I mean,
it's
where
a
I used to
Ghana
live-
thing.
Yeah, where I used
Maybe.
to live, like people considered our house to be rich. We're not rich, but people used to think they were rich. Now across the street, people used to sit under a tree. They used to cook food that like 2 cedi food, that kind of food. And then sometimes people would come and knock on our gate and say, "Madam, please, can I have 5 cedis?" I'd be like, oh, and they think I'm being mean, I'm being stingy. I'm like, actually, I don't even know if I've got the 5 cedis.
I know,
right.
Okay, here's 2.
I feel like because in Ghana, it's either you are rich or poor, the middle class is trying so hard to look rich. No, it's so bad that it's like they will do
Yeah.
anything to be in, like, they want to move closer to
Yeah.
where they get all the recognition and,
Yeah.
they are not looked
So
down on.
true.
So the middle class is trying so hard that I think that's what has stuck to Ghanaians, and we feel like it's either you are rich or you are poor. It's even in our churches, like, even during harvest, we have this thing in Ghana where it's only the rich people that are on the committee or, help in making certain decisions. If you are not rich, who will even look at you twice in church? Like, okay.
And that's bad because I feel church is supposed to be a place where we don't feel like I'm any less of, someone. But it's so bad. In the same church, you have someone who wears the same dress like every Sunday. And then you have someone who, comes to church.
All glamorous.
Anything by yourself?
No. And they don't even bother to find out, oh, maybe, do you need money? We have widows in church. No one takes care of them. It used to be the responsibility of the church, but now we've missed it. As she said, everybody is trying so hard to be rich. No one cares about the poor or how to even bridge the gap.
Right.
And that should be the most important thing to us. We need to find a way to bridge the gap because we all can be rich, we all can be poor, but at least let's make it even.
But I think also, people are trying to overlive their standards, live by their means, by their standards, because they're trying to impress, the designer clothes, the designer bags and the shoes and everything. Look, you can't look at somebody and assume they have money or not.
Yeah.
Don't, maybe because of how they sound or what they look like.
Yes,
if I'm taking
yes.
a taxi, obviously I'm not rich. I
You
don't have a car.
you you'll be amazed how simple looking some of the richest people are.
Right.
Some
Thank
people
you.
are so rich, you not even know. They're
I
only
know.
maybe in their Lacoste or in their
T-shirts,
jeans
something.
and with their cap and they are gone.
No, but that's poverty mentality.
Right.
It
I
is.
need
It's
to
poverty.
show off, yeah.
People who actually have money don't necessarily want to show everybody that they've got.
Yes,
What
yes.
for?
Right.
That's the
That's
problem
just
with the
ego
middle
boosting.
class. That's the major problem with the middle
Yes.
class. Like they're
Right.
trying to look like, be
Right.
something they are not. And it's what's making it look like we don't
But
have
I
it,
mean,
even though we do
back
have
to
it.
my main concern is how to bridge the gap, because imagine if a very rich person and then a very poor person live in the same area. Like I live in Abelin Bay. Right behind my house, there's a Lincoln school. Right down my street, there's a public or government school, whatever. We are all in the same area.
Yes.
And these two kids, okay, even Lincoln is maybe like two over the top. There's another private school there. These two schools, or kids from these two schools, are going to be writing the same exam. They are going to be judged by the same standards. That child probably needs to sell before coming to class. She needs to sell after class.
Yeah.
She's tired. And then you have this pampered child who does nothing at home and her only job is to read. How do you put the two on the same scale and then
I think it's
you
the
know,
gap is just
we
too
need to do
wide
something
and
about
is
it.
very,
in
very
our own
much.
small way
It's
we need
bad.
to try and help.
Yeah.
It's very true. I think as well, there's this thing where people in one area, as I was saying before, you can be rich and then there's people that are living there that are also poor. I think it comes back to a time where people bought land many, many years ago.
Exactly.
And you've got someone next to you
Now
who's
these same lands are
you
being
kn-
sold to rich people.
in the area where I was living before, there was this family, and the piece of land was nice and big. It was a nice area, but they had some, sorry to say, zongo house, yeah. And someone just came and said, "Let me buy your land." They knocked the house down and built up some nice. Even this house, I was like, "Ew."
Where did it come
The house
from?
was,
Yeah.
so you have areas where it's like you've got, some kenke seller here, then next door you've got some rich person, but because of the different times that they bought the land.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's
many
true.
rich people are coming and taking the land from those that are poorer because they can just buy them out.
Right.
Something really embarrassing happened to me. And it was, now when I think about it, it's funny, but then
Was it?
I just felt like disappearing.
Come
you
on,
know?
tell us, hurry up.
So I had a meeting with this woman because she had this product and she wanted me to do a shoot for her. So I got there and then she was in a meeting, so I had to wait for her. Now I was waiting and it was that time of the month. Sorry, too much information. But, so I asked, "Can I use your washroom?" So I went to the washroom, went about my business. And then when I was leaving, I was like, "No, let me just flash," because I'd been in the washroom. It's not as if I did anything, but let me just flash because they'll be wondering what I went to do there. So I just flashed and I came to sit down. Then this guy who works for the lady goes to the washroom, comes out and I don't know whether he thought I couldn't speak, I just don't get it, but he started going on and on and on about who went to use the washroom? How can you go use the washroom and mess the place up? And what did the person go and eat? Because I didn't look into the bowl, like seriously, I didn't. Apparently, whoever went before I did messed the place up. And this guy wouldn't stop talking, he was going on and on. And the girls there, I think they couldn't tell him to stop, so everybody was quiet, and this guy was going for like 30 minutes. Like,
Really?
what did you go and eat? Oh, messed the place up. There he goes, comes back, then continues. How can you do that? Ladies. And I'm sitting there and I can't tell him that, you know what? I didn't go and use the washroom. It sounded weird, like, to say that. Oh no, I didn't. I'll just sit down waiting. This woman won't come out of her meeting. I was like, you know what? I have another meeting, so I have to go. I just picked my bag and then I left.
Mine was a bit different, but it was no less embarrassing. So I just got a message that I had some money in my account, like someone had paid a check in my account. I knew it was a Friday, so maybe by Monday I'll get my money. So look at this girl on Monday. On Monday I went shopping. Then I got to work. And then I even ordered stuff, and the delivery guys just kept coming. Don't remember I had money in my account, so I didn't have a problem. Then I didn't have any money left on me, so I just got to the bank, got to the ATM, I slotted my card in, and they're like, "Okay, this is your available balance." And then like this, and the other, like that means I can't get the money. Like you can't get the money. They give you two balance, so you have your first balance that you can access, but like there's no money in that one. But the other one that you can't access, then it was around 7 p.m.
Wow.
at the ATM. I knew I didn't have any
Bank is
money at
closed.
home. There's no one at home. Like, who am I going to? Like, what am I even going to? How am I even going to get home in the first? You know, even if I was home, it would have been a problem because I could have, you know, strategized and found a way to get money. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was just looking around. I saw a security man. I was like, is there someone around I can talk to? Like, I have an emergency. And he was like, is there a problem? Can he help me? Then one said, oh, the guy in the car he works here, so you can talk to him. So I spoke to the guy. I said, even check my mail. This is the message I got that the money was in my account. So I thought the weekend is past, so the money should reflect. Now, why is it still not reflecting?
Yeah.
Oh, then he said he was sorry about it, so he could check inside from there. It's like, okay, it's in your mail already, meaning the money is in there. But it takes like some number of working days, so the weekend doesn't count.
Yeah.
3 business days.
Wow.
So the weekend doesn't count. So there I
Did you
was
return your
sweating.
items? Did you return your items?
No, I had the items now. I had paid for them. Like I even bought them online, so it was delivered to me. I didn't know what to do. And then he's like, "Do you have some money on you?" I'm like, "No." And then he gave me some money.
Did you cry?
I had tears in my eyes. Like, you know how embarrassed I was and how sad I was. And then he's like, "Do you have some money on you?" I said, "No." He's like, okay, take this and go.
Oh my God.
God bless you. Like, whoever you are, like, God bless you. Okay, I really appreciate
Make me wash
it.
his car for him.
I really,
That's what exactly. I would have done that too.
yeah, he works at the GT Bank, the airport branch. Thank you so much, whoever. I didn't get your name, but I really appreciate what you did for me that day because you saved my life, literally. You saved my life.
That's nice.
I know you have some
bad
embarrassing things
I mean,
about
that's not
me.
even embarrassing.
It's not.
That's not embarrassing.
Do you know how embarrassed I was? Like when I was walking away, I was like, Charlie, the back of my head was like, as if the backs up, you know.
It is pretty bad. But the first time my family moved, myself and my sister to Ghana, I was like 7 the first time. And so new school system, totally different way of life. We're wearing uniform for the first time around different people. And, in Canada, when we wanted to go to the washroom, we just, miss, I'm going to the washroom, and we just leave. We don't even ask permission, just whatever, and you go. So all of a sudden, I'm here now, and I think I was in grade 2, class 2. Yeah. So, I was young, and I had to go to the washroom. So, I get up, and I'm going, and she's like, where are you going? I'm like, well, I have to go pee, right? No, you wait. I'm like, wait, I have to go to the washroom. What do you mean, wait? So I'm standing there, I'm like doing the little dance. And meanwhile, like everybody is in the class, right? It's full. So I'm standing there and I'm like, oh my God. This woman would not let me go. I don't know what her problem was. I just peed there in the classroom. On myself. Like I remember standing there going, is this really happening? I could just feel it coming down my legs. And I just started crying. Because she wouldn't allow me to go. Like I had to wait, or I don't even know why. And I just peed in front of everybody. So that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Tell us yours.
I don't know why they do that, but teachers do that.
Yeah, they do that. They do that.
Some girl actually did number 2 in class.
That's really bad.
It was so bad. We teased it like forever.
No, that's not nice. No. Now, my story, I remember I was in secondary school and we had just moved to a new area. And I was going to school and you have to get the bus. The bus comes like every 10, 20 minutes. So I have to cross the road and they have like these islands in the middle, but you can jump over them, It's not high, it's only, it's nothing really. So I see my bus is coming. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be late for school. So I go running across the road and then I trip and I fall on my hands and knees back in front of the bus. And the bus driver stopped to let me on. I was like, just go, the embarrassment, just keep driving. So then I got on the bus and everyone was like, that whole day I felt sick. I just wanted to go home. I've never been so embarrassed. I'm like, how could you fall? I was just having a conversation like, how could you fall down? On your hands and knees too.
But they weren't laughing at you on the bus?
They felt sorry for me. I mean,
I'm sure you had a few crashes on the... You were embarrassed because your crash was on the bus or something?
No, I didn't have my crash. No.
Are you sure? Then I don't believe you.
People only crashed on me. I didn't have a crash.
Are you sure?
I wish. Oh no, but that's so embarrassing. No,
You know, it's funny. Sometimes when you think it's embarrassing to you, others actually feel bad for you. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
It's
sorry.
true.
They do that, don't they? Oh, sorry. It's like, that doesn't
So
make me
you
feel
just won't
better.
feel bad. Oh, I mean, unfortunately, we have to end this episode. Thank you very much to everyone watching us from all over Africa. We are so glad that you watched us and we hope you keep watching. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you.